Well, Chit Chat Kit Kats, thank you for all of your feedback on end of life stuff. I really do appreciate it. And yes, it's something as we get older, it's something that's realistic that we're going to have to face. And, maybe we're taken out in an accident and it's quick like that, but, when you get older, things start breaking down and you get disease. And so, again, it's something to be looked at. Now, what I've seen lately, though, is so many younger people with all of these devastating cancers and things. It's really amazing to see how many younger people are developing the cancers, and I see so many of them on stage 4. And it keeps metastasizing, and they're they've got families, young families, just really difficult. So why are all these cancers developing? Okay. Really, they need to look at food products here and the chemicals that are being used and a lot of other things that are influencing cancers in these young people. At our age, when you're in your 70s, okay, I've had a long life, I've had a full life. That's fine. But I'm seeing so many in their 20s going through really devastating cancers. And there's a few I have been following that are on experimental treatments, etc. Now that's tough. That's I have to say that is tough. If you are married, you've got a young family, that would be really a difficult one to deal with. Absolutely. I really feel for them to have to make the decisions that they have to make. Yeah. Very, very tough. So anyway, thank you again for all the feedback. I really do appreciate it. And it's good to know we have that community, that people don't talk about it, and that we do have a support group for that, to say, yes, this is our wish. This is what we want. We do not want to have these things prolonged. We don't want to be in a nursing home. We don't want to have, those types of things. And, it's good. Some states have the terminal illness plans, that if you're terminal, that they have an exit point you can take. I know in this state, it's something that they are perhaps putting into place. Now, I don't really see a big problem with it if one is in a really severe lot of pain and it's terminal, okay, in a lot of pain. Then I think that having that assisted suicide, now I might get a lot of flack for this, that assisted suicide is something that can be done. If there's no quality of life left, if there's a lot of severe pain, and Yeah, but again, that has to be a personal choice. You look at ones like Robin Williams that wound up taking his life. What a horrible way to go. Hung himself because he had Lewy body dementia? And they said his brain was riddled with it. It was having, delusions, having, all this stuff trying to live with and knowing something severely wrong with it. And it's not going to get better. Now, I can see something like that you're afraid maybe you're going to get violent or something because you're having these illusions and delusions and no longer in one's right mind. Again, something that I think as a society we need to look at. We need to look at honestly. Why is it that that if you have a pet that's severely suffering, that they can transition? Yet if you have a human that's severely suffering, they're not allowed to have that same option to transition. I don't get it. Okay? But again, that's another segment of it to look at. Now, you can't just have assisted suicide because you're depressed or something. I'm talking about really end-of-life things that are terminal, absolutely terminal things that there's no way that you are going to make it out of there. And looking at the fact that one doesn't want to be in a nursing home or in that type of situation where you're to the point you can't take care of yourself, you're to the point where you're in severe pain or absolutely losing your cognition and your ability to function, then I think this is something that as a society that we need to look at in a rational way. What do you think? What do you think about that, assisted suicide? If you are absolutely terminal, losing the mind, in severe pain, and you know that there is no way on God's green earth that you are going to come out of this, So let's go probe a little deeper. What do you think of that? Like I said, in New Mexico, it's something that they've been looking at. Now, I don't know whether they've actually passed it or not, and I don't know how many states have assisted suicide. And but it's something, again, to look at and to talk about, and just as a society, maybe we need to look deeper into this. So let me know, again, what you think. I'm willing to discuss it. Now, I've seen some people that were having the assisted suicide. They had all their stuff in order. They had their friends, their family there, said their goodbyes, and decided on their exit point. People knew it was coming. You had time to say your goodbyes, etc., get your affairs in order, and time to go. I think people have an inherent knowledge when it's time I've had enough. It's, again, if you're in severe pain, you're absolutely losing your mind. You're unable to take care of yourself. And again, all of that stuff has to be looked at and put into the equation, okay? So let me know what you think of that. Yeah, these are tough subjects. Maybe people are saying, I don't want a do not resuscitate, but I'm definitely not for assisted suicide, okay? Maybe some people are saying, if it gets to that point where I'm in severe pain, unable to take care of myself, or again, going into Alzheimer's, dementia, and again, I'm unable, this is something that definitely is not going to get better. You are terminal. What do you think about that? So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I'll see you online.